video, you're going to have the opportunity to learn what candidacy in the United Methodist Church looks like. In Western North Carolina, we have a group candidacy process. So let me tell you just a little bit about what might happen. If you're continuing to wonder, is God calling me to licensed or ordained ministry? I hope your first visit will be with the pastor of your local church or with your campus minister, where you'll sit down to just tell that person what God's doing in your life, where you'll share with them your story and how you might see God working. Your pastor then might refer you to the district superintendent, where you again will go and sit down with that person and share your story. The candidacy process really is about sharing our stories and continuing to realize what God is doing in our lives and how God might be calling us to licensing or ordination. So once you've met with your district superintendent, you will be officially invited into the candidacy process in Western North Carolina. At that time, your name will be shared with my office, the Office of Ministerial Services. We'll continue to guide you step by step as you figure out what God is doing in your life. You'll begin with a retreat where you meet a mentor and you'll meet some amazing friends who are also asking, what is God calling me to do? Who is God calling me to be? You'll meet with this group for about 6 months where you'll wrestle together with the different call stories that are found in the Bible, with your own call stories, how they challenge each other, how they complement each other. You'll ask yourself, how is God calling me into ministry? Perhaps God's calling you to be a licensed local pastor. Perhaps God's calling you to be an ordained elder or an ordained deacon in the United Methodist Church. Or maybe God's calling you to be an amazing layperson who sits in our pews week after week and helps to affirm the ministry of all Christians. The candidacy process is the time for you to figure out what God is calling you to do or to be. During this process, your mentors are going to guide you and help direct you. They're going to let you know when it's time to meet with the Staff Parish at your local church. The Staff Parish will affirm your call into ministry. They'll help to recommend you to continue in the candidacy process. Your call into ministry is individual and personal, but it also should be affirmed by the people that you're in ministry with. You'll also have a charge conference at your local church where your church will officially support you as a candidate for ministry. Then you'll write some papers and you'll answer a few questions in preparation for meeting with the District Committee of Ordained Ministry. At that time, the District Committee will discern, are you ready to become a certified candidate in the United Methodist Church? If the answer is yes, you can be a certified candidate for 12 years as you continue your journey to figure out what God is calling you to do. Now that you've had the opportunity to learn just a little bit about what the candidacy process looks like, I encourage you to visit isgodcallingme.org so that you can continue to wrestle with your call. And remember, as a first step to begin this candidacy process, you'll want to talk to the pastor of your local church or your campus minister.